Cenrter Hice Productions. Please hit the likes and subscribe down in your right hand corner. I would muchly appreciate that. Alright, let's get to it. This is a review of last night's game, which was about an hour and a half ago. Anyhow, the Habs were in Montreal to play the Habs. So Montreal won the game 4-3 in regulation time. Okay, so here's just real quick stats and stuff. Box score. First period 1-1. Second period they each got a goal again, so it was 2-2. Then they went into the third, and that's where Montreal went ahead and stayed ahead. They fought off. They got that go-ahead goal late by Armia, and it was a great effort by Armia. And Allen stood very tall tonight. He was strong, pretty strong, but he had some moments, but he kept us in the game. Alright, so Joel Armia scored late in the third period to give the Montreal Canadiens 4-3 edge over the Colorado Monday night. Cole Caulfield had a goal and an assist. Yuri Slafkovsky and Harvey Pinard also scored, and Nick Suzuki pitched in with 2 assists. As Montreal's Jake Allen stopped 32 shots, which was pretty darn good, to snap a three-game winless streak. And then I'm not going to go into Colorado's info. We know Cale Makar scored, Devin Tays and Ross Colton scored for them. Okay, and Nathan MacKinnon, always effective. Georgia made 30 saves. He played well. I think we had the edge in the goaltending department. Alright, so now we'll get down to the stars and the stats. First star was Nick Suzuki, 2 assists, -2. Joel Armia had a goal and a +1. Cole Caulfield has 1 goal, 1 assist for a -2. Scoring summary. Okay, 4:28 in the first period. Ross Colton, assisted by Drouin and Cale Makar on the power play. At 7:17, Yuri Slafkovsky, assisted by Suzuki and Caulfield on the power play. So power plays were crucial in this, so you didn't really want to take a penalty the way this was going. Second period, Cale Makar, and what a shot he has. He's just so smart with the puck. Assisted by Girardi, Nathan MacKinnon. And that was at 1:01 in the second period. Oh my goodness. What did this just do? Pardon me, and we'll get back to there. I can't believe this. Sometimes my phone jumps. Please forgive me. So, yeah, here we go. And Tays. Okay, we got up to Tays. Or no, we didn't. We got up to Cale Makar's goal, assisted by MacKinnon, 16:08 in the second period. Harvey Pinard gets his first goal of the season, assisted by Jake Evans and Brendan Gallagher. Third period, Cole Caulfield scores a nice goal, assisted by Suzuki and Matheson on the power play. Devin Tays ties things up, assisted by Rantanen, and Cale Makar was just phenomenal. Joel Armia and Sean Monahan assisted, and David Savard had an assist on that goal. Really, though, I mean, I gotta say, I think Cale Makar should have been a star in there. No end to some buts. I don't like the way they pick the stars in these games whatsoever. Cale Makar probably should have been the first star. And it was good to see. So that's the end of that. And I'm not even going to go into the penalties. We took some, we'll go into stats. 35 shots for Colorado, 34 for Montreal. Hits 11-8 for Colorado. 27 face-offs, 43 for Montreal. 1 for 4 on the power play for Colorado. 2 for 2 for the Habs on the power play. So they had it going tonight for a change. Penalty minutes, 6 for the Avs, 10 for the Habs. Giveaways 9 each. Takeaways 6 for the Avs, 9 for the Habs. And block shots 8 for the Avs, 25 for the Habs. So the defense was really working hard. And I got to say, collectively, penalty minutes. So we'll do this very briefly. Pizzetta 2 minutes for holding in the first period. Sam Malinsky 2 minutes for hooking. Second period, Yoel Armida 2 minutes for hooking. Raphael Harvey Pinard 11-18 delay of game. Third period, Mikko Rantanen for holding. Jordan Harris 2 minutes for elbowing. Josh Manson 2 minutes for interference. Jake Evans 2 minutes for embellishment. So that's how your game went. It was a solid game played by the Habs all the way around. The defense played very well tonight. I have to say, I think Gooley did a wonderful job on McKinnon, and as best as you can contain him. And Jonathan Drouin got I think a bit of a standing ovation in Habland, which, okay. Yeah, I mean, all the power to him. Glad to see he's doing all right over there. I knew he would if he's with Nathan McKinnon, because that was quite a combination with the Mooseheads back in the day, and I used to watch them down here quite a bit. So with that being said, the Habs played a real solid game. Line 1 was really good tonight. Picked up their pace and looked 100% better tonight, which was nice to see. Pinard, he's got the energy and I like him and stuff, but I'm telling you, I do not see him being able to take the physical abuse on a regular basis in the future. If he's just too small. He's very talented, no ands and buts. The problem is we have too many small guys as it is. So for me, I think it's way down the road, of course. It's going to be a while because our young talent has a long way to go to get to the Habs. Monahan had a good game. It was all right. That's Galley was okay. Evans had a good game. Ilonen had a good game, but left the game with a shot to the head. And Pizzetta okay, but and line 2, Armia, I believe, was up on line 2 with them. Pizzetta, he comes out with a couple of hits, and then he just disappears. And what's going to keep him on Montreal is where he does at least throw some hits. But he's not what he was last year, and that's disappointing. But again, until we get some tougher players, he should be okay to stay on line 4. However, if Montreal ever toughens up and ups the skill level, he's gone. He's not providing enough. So with that being said, though, I got to say, though, overall, collectively, it was a good game, solid game. They played them well. And this is the funny thing. They seem to play the good teams 100% better than they play the bad teams. Whatever reason that is, I do not know. I think they take the bad teams too lightly. And then they come full out, even though they lost to Edmonton the other night. They played them well. Tonight they played the Avs well. Now the Avs had a little bit of an edge there. But Montreal was keeping pace. Keeping pace. So it was a good game. And Allen held the fort very well. But the defense played very well tonight. It was a nice change to see them all pretty much play a good game. I don't have major complaints. Yes, there were goals scored, so there were some errors. However, McCarr's shot, I look at that, and how do you deal with that one? It's yes, you got guys out of position, but he's such a smart player, and the power play goal was just a nice goal as well. You can't take penalties against them. So just a good, solid game all the way around. It was a good game from both teams. I think what gave us the edge was the goaltending, and it was ever just a bit, right? That experience came through over Georgiev, and so I think that was the difference. So, with that being said, that was it for that game. Other than that, not much to say. Other than Hughes came out and had his conference, as you know, to the public conference to do his report and analogy of where the Habs are, and he said an awful lot of things. Some of these podcasts are jumping on the bandwagon and just taking, they're harping on certain things. Kent Hughes is smart, okay? He's not going to lie to us, but at the same token, he's not going to tell us what he's going to do. He's going to hold his cards close to his chest. He's making that clear. He likes the game he's seen in Suzuki, where Suzuki's game is Caulfield's game he likes, except the goals. Um, and, the team's been hurt too. The defense is, he knows. It's quite a dilemma, but he's not going to rush it. And he's not saying, how they're evaluating the defense, because they're going to have to unload, a couple guys here and there eventually. And how do you do that? Who knows? I mean, that's going to be one tough topic to face. But he's in no rush. Same with the goaltenders. Like he said, it was his decision to go with the 3 goalies, and he did. But he is not going to rush off and make a trade just because we want to, some podcasts want to make stories up for trades so bad. Okay, give it up. Just wait till the man comes out, and when it happens, you'll know. But just to go on and on for a story, and it's just senseless. But I don't know. Some of the followings, I don't know, because it's just a lot of BS. Hate to say it, and people fall for it. But I won't go there. I mean, I have my views. I like Kent Hughes. I like the management team. However, I like that they hold their cards and they're pleasant to deal with, and they're better to the alumni of the Habs, and that's nice to see. But it's still not proven to me yet if they're better than the previous regime, because a lot of the players were drafted defense-wise by Bergevin. I'm not a huge Bergevin fan, but I got to tell you, he made some good picks for those defensemen. So now offense is a little different. There's a couple of okay guys, but there's nobody really massive other than pretty much Caulfield was the one that Bergen got. And other than that, Juan may make the team, but other than that, he'll be lower, probably a third liner. Other than that, he didn't do much with the offense, whereas we're doing something with the offense, but I don't like totally what we're doing with the offense. We're not doing enough with the offense. We have to size up, and some of the comments that Kent Hughes made, like saying you don't need a goal scorer, well, I don't quite buy that, because even if you're molding your team like Vegas, so I think he's just answering questions quickly and just to push off the media. You got to have at least one, and we don't have that. And I mean, you look at Vegas. If you're molding your team like Vegas, you need somebody at least at the caliber of Eichel, and we just don't have that. Maybe we will, but we got to draft bigger, and we just kept too many little guys, and that's what the sad part. See, Harvey Pinard could be fine elsewhere as long as he's insulated. It's just that Montreal has too many small forwards, and that has to change if they're going to compete, especially if they want to go deep into a playoff. But like I say, for the nonsense that I just to clarify, some of these podcasts are jumping on stuff that it's just not going to happen yet. He'll do it if it's worthwhile, and he's made that clear, but he's in no rush, and that's the bottom dollar, and he's not going to tell anybody, but If the offer is right, he'll do it. If it's not, he's going to hold out until he gets what he wants. Simple, right? And this. Although tonight, this is a perfect example of a team that could use a goalie. The Avalanche. Just imagine Allen with Georgiev. That'd be a good 1-2 punch if they want to go deep in the playoffs. So that's one way of looking at tonight as just a little promo for Allen. Just putting on a little show for the Avs so they could see, hey, maybe we should be knocking here. So anyway, that was it for this podcast. We will get to you in the next one. I believe we got New Jersey coming up, I want to say. Okay, let's see what we got here. This thing is just acting up so badly. I believe it is New Jersey. Come on. I don't know what this is doing. There we go. Okay, so our next game, it's the Devils, and I believe it's on Thursday. I was right, and then after the Devils, we played the Senators on Friday. So Devils, that's a tough schedule. We don't do well against the Devils to prepare for a loss. Ottawa, they usually have our number too, and they really got to win. Actually, both of those teams are kind of going to be playing desperate. So this could be a hard 2 games coming up. So anyway, thank you for joining me. Where's Puck Drop First here at Hice Productions. Please tell your friends, family, and hit the likes and hit the subscribe. We want to grow this channel and grow a good, healthy community here. An honest channel with integrity. It just doesn't give you clickbait or false information or just make up a storyline because there's nothing better to do. No, I'll stick with the facts. So anyway, thank you for joining me, and we will catch you after the Devils game and in a review. There probably will be trades, but I do think Kent Hughes will hold his cards to his chest until the right offer is made. That's the bottom dollar. God bless.